Hello and welcome to Photoshop is Fun with Kenneth Lobenberg. Today we're going to be going over Refine Mask, or how to mask out hair. Let's get started. Alright, so sometimes this is actually referred to as Refine Edge. So right here we have a beautiful model in a red dress with her hands in her hair. And we're going to want to mask her out from that background. Now luckily she's on a high contrast background, which will make this easier. Now there's two ways you can get her out of this background. You can use the quick select tool, and this may take a little while. And if you don't have a super powerful computer, it may cause some issues, as well as the fact that her hands kind of come up and encompass her head like that. You know, when these connect, you may lose these white areas here. Another way you can do this is first duplicating that background layer by Command J, and then coming up to Select, Color Range, and selecting the white. Now we are going to get parts of her face, maybe a little bit of her hands, and areas like that. That's not a problem. We'll paint those out in just a minute. Let's go ahead and hit OK. And let's go ahead and hit Q. And we're just going to paint those out. I have my brush tool selected with a hard tip. And I'm going to go ahead and paint white into this area here. And that's going to get rid of all these green areas here I don't want selected. And if you get a little bit too close to the edge and you accidentally get a bit like you did here, that's not an issue. It's going to be fixed in the same way we fix the hair. I'm just going to go ahead and get that face, all of it, just to make sure I get a good selection here. I'm going to go ahead and hit Command-Shift-I and invert that selection and come down here and add a layer mask. Okay, we're going to turn on this blue layer here, and we're going to move her above that layer right there. Okay, so you can see now we have a lot of white areas around her, and this is definitely not a good selection. You would never send this to a client. Let's go ahead and select the mask itself, and let's go ahead and right click on it, and let's go Refine Mask. Alright, I have my view set to black just so I can see where it is. And let's turn on Smart Radius and set this up to max. Alright, so you can already see it's starting to look much better. You know, we're still losing some areas in here, around that area, but other than that, it's starting to look really good. So let's zoom into those areas, and let's see if we can reduce down this brush size and start painting these areas out. Now this may take a minute, and don't be alarmed if it's still not 100% black. Okay, we're starting to get looking a lot better. Let's come over here and look at Decontaminate Color. Let's go ahead and select that on. And this is going to help us get a better selection. You can see if we turn it all the way up, it might get too much. So, you know, this is something you're going to want to play with on your own. Not every image is going to be the same. I'm going to turn this one up just because of the contrast we already have in this image. Okay, now let's look at Output 2. I'm having mine set to New Layer with Mask. That's going to take everything we've just done and bump it up to a new layer. So I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. And all right, that is looking so much better now. So if we look at this now, we've got a really nice selection on this hair. It's looking good. We got a few little spots, maybe in like her forehead, we might want to go ahead and clean up. If that's the case, we can just come up here and we can paint those out like we were doing earlier, maybe a little bit on this area there. But other than that, it's looking really nice. And you can see if I turn on the old layer, you can see the difference right there. And we can go ahead and just keep changing that color, and you're going to see how nice that really looks. I want to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like and share it. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments below, and I will get to them as quickly as I can. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.